For more on all of this, Tadhf Enright is in London. He joins us now live. Hi there. Theresa May is presenting this all of it as if it's just straightforward, just make a clean break, and it's really far from simple. Certain businesses now, including HSBC, as we've mentioned, are already taking steps to distance themselves from their UK operations.
Yeah, that's right. And it could, of course, be the first of many. That is certainly the fear. Although this statement that we've heard from the HSBC chief executive is probably the most concrete indication of the actual likely impact on the City of London, talking about moving 20% of their staff, 20% staff representing 20% of their revenues, which we think from other indications could amount to around 1,000 staff. But the big question is, will this be the first of many? We have heard many rumours, kind of half statements out of various banks that they are certainly weighing up their options. Those that have gone somewhat further include the insurance market. Lloyd's of London have said they will seek a new headquarters in another European capital post-Brexit. So too will the American bank Morgan Stanley. HSBC having gone as far as to pick Paris as their intended location. And we know that rival financial centres such as Paris, such as Frankfurt, such as the Irish capital Dublin are already preparing for what many of them will hope will be an influx of jobs to their jurisdictions. What is not altogether clear, though, is just how many jobs might go. Whether banks that do move operations to elsewhere in Europe do so as kind of nominal HQs, brass plate operations, moving just a small number of staff there while the real business still gets done in London. Perhaps this move from HSBC does give some indication of just how many jobs could be at stake in other banks if they decide to follow a similar path.
And Tig, I know we don't have clarity, but how much could how much can the UK actually afford to compromise the City of London?
Yeah, we do know that this is the one weak point which has been alluded to, I suppose, or given hint to by the EU's chief negotiator in these Brexit negotiations, Michel Barnier. Minutes of a private meeting he held were published by the Guardian newspaper in the last couple of weeks, in which he's reported to have said that Europe will want a special relationship with the City of London, given its importance as a world financial centre. That's the one weak point in all the tough talking that's been happening over these Brexit negotiations. The man himself has come out and said that his comments were misinterpreted. But they do underline comments as well that we've heard from the Bank of England Governor, Mark Carney, who has said that actually Europe has as much to lose from cutting off the financial city or centre of London as London does itself. Now, Theresa May is on her way to Davos, and tomorrow she's scheduled to have a meeting with a number of leading American banks with operations in London. She'll obviously be pressing the case for them to retain as many jobs as possible in London and to trust the strength of her hand in the negotiations which are going to follow. But of course, they might have other plans, and if those plans are set in train, they might be unchangeable if ultimately the City of London does retain some kind of access to the European market.
Okay, Tadhf Enright joining us there from London. Thanks so much for that.